Hello friends! Today I survived another Swedish midsummer. We invited ourselves for a barbecue party at our neighbor cottage, hot tub under the stars, and most important, makan. And I'm going to share with you my experience from a Singaporean point of view lah. During Midsummer, the Swedes like to wear this flower crown called Midsommarkrans. It is a symbol of nature, fertility, and joy. You see, Swedes can be quite superstitious too. The idea was if they wear the flower crown and dance around a pole and sing funny song about the frog, maybe the crops will grow well and the year will be full of health and love. Nowadays, everyone, including the young, the old, even the grumpy uncle, wear this crown during the midsummer. It's like a part of the traditions. In Singapore, if we go and pick wildflower at the roadside, we will get fined immediately. Unless you go to the shop and buy those fresh flower lah. Make sure you got a receipt, okay? After living here for 27 years, I didn't feel like wearing the crown. To me, it looks a bit odd and unnatural. I feel like, I'm one walking salad. But honestly, they are quite pretty. Everyone looks so happy, like Disney princess, and even those uncles. For this midsummer potluck party, I volunteered to make a famous Västerbotten pie. Basically, it's just a quiche. It is made from this special regional cheese produced from this region. Every Swede love it, and this is how I made it. I start off by making the pie pastry and let it cool down in the fridge before I bake it.
There.
So, Singaporean often make satay at the barbecue party. I have made a video about how to make this, so you can go and check it out. I make the marinade in advance so I have time to do the makeup to look pretty at the party. It's not a big party, and in Sweden, if you put on heavy makeup, people will say, wow. So, keeping it simple and natural is the norm here. Coleslaw paired really well with barbecue meat. And since this is a potluck party, this could act as a side dish. And this is how I made it. Now I'm done packing with all the food. It's time to go for lunch at our neighbor's cottage. Here comes the classic midsummer lunch. Always have herrings and then eggs. Imagine, during the old time, the Viking eat this land. Honestly, it took me a few years to get used and like this kind of food. I like it because it is salty, sour, and is nice with the potato. And most importantly, our neighbor who is so welcoming. They make us feel like part of the family. We are so lucky we click so well. After lunch, I went to the garden to see my neighbor Peter, who is preparing the hot tub. And this year they upgrade their tent with some new lights. They also built a tunnel to blow out the smoke. We spent a couple of hours playing those cards. It's like a quiz. Unfortunately, most of the questions are related to Sweden, so I'm not so good in that. As you can see, it's barbecue time. Usually the guy will do that to prove how macho they are. They just need a few beer to get over with the barbecue. You know, it's very stressful. While the macho men are barbecuing, me and Amalia, who is from Philippines, sat at the jetty for a little chat. Here is the chicken satay that I made. And my neighbor pork chop looks not bad too, huh? And now it's time to eat. You know, I don't usually drink much during this party. Not because I am boring, but because I want to remember everything. The food, the laughter, the smell of the barbecue, the way the sea breeze, and just being there, really there. In Singapore, when we have barbecue party, Everybody eat very fast, everything go fast, and here it is like time just slow down for you to feel more. And I'm learning to enjoy that. If you enjoy this kind of slow living story with a Singlish twist, don't forget to like, comment, let me know where you are from and what time you are watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Living abroad can be lonely sometimes, but moments like this, wow, my heart is so full.